So hello, I haven't done a live feed for quite a few days, so I thought I'd do one for you today. And it's actually something I've been thinking about talking about over the last couple of days, and just never really got the time to do the feed. So I'm just going to wait. Facebook is saying you're live and we're building an audience for you. So the subject I wanted to talk about today, because it's been coming up quite a bit over the last couple of days, not only for myself but also for some of my clients. And what I wanted to share with you was what happens if you're not actually getting what you want. What do you do, and how do you frame that, and how do you deal with it? So I wanted to share with you something that I discovered quite a while ago, and now I sort of trying to sort of share this with my clients if they're not getting things that they want in their life. So the thing to remember is that I love how Facebook says, keep going, we're telling your followers to join your video. So the thing to remember is, when you want to attract something into your life, there are several things which need to be in alignment, and it's not just about having your energy of attracting something in. So for example, just for an easy subject, because most people can relate with this, if you're looking to manifest more money, if you're looking to have more money come into your life, into your reality, so when you have that desire to do that, oftentimes we get told, you know, your vibration's got to be up there and matching the money, and that's part of it. So and when you come on board, just say hello and tell me where you're from. Actually, I forgot to ask that. So some people have just come on board. Say who you are, show me where you are and where you're from. It's always lovely to know where people are tuning in from. So just drop that in the comments box. It'd be great. So as I was saying, when you're looking to bring something into your life, that takes several things. It's not just about having the energetic match, the vibrational match to bring that thing into your life. That is one part of it. So we hear a lot about, you know, particularly after The Secret, which was an amazing film and an amazing book to make people more and more aware of this law of the universe, and that is the law of attraction. So it's really been powerful getting people on board and understanding what actually happens in terms of the energy. So you have this energy where you need to raise your vibration to bring the item into your reality. So you have to be a match to the thing that you want to bring into your reality. That's one part. The second part is keeping it in your reality. So are you a vibrational match to the item staying in your life? So for example, we talk about money. You can bring the money in, but how quick does it go back out of your life again? So are you able to keep it into your reality? And this came about, in actual fact, some of the work that I've been doing on myself really, was I'm very good at attracting stuff in, but I'm very good also getting rid of it really quickly, particularly money. So I started looking at that and trying to understand what it was that was causing me to get rid of the money on almost on a ridiculous basis, just almost trying to get rid of it out of my actual possession. And it came up with some really interesting sort of beliefs that I had around money, and I go, no harm sharing. It came about that I found that if I held on to money, if I had money, it was dangerous. So for me, I've always been good at getting money. I've always had really good salaries. I've always had loads of money coming in. As a self-employed person, I've had loads of money coming in. I built a property portfolio. I had no issue doing that. It was keeping the money in my reality, because what I felt it was like hot potato. I had to get it out of my reality as quick as possible, because to me it was dangerous. It signified something dangerous. So once I started clearing that up, things started to change. Now, so you have the element of bringing something into your reality. The second is keeping it in your reality. And the third is recognizing that everything is an energy and things need to come in and go out, come in and go out. Do you have a break in the circuit of the energy leaving as well? So if there's a break in that circuit, it stops. There's some congestion, and if you've got a break, it's not going to allow any more in because there's no way for it to flow. So for again, looking at the money example, if you can bring it in, you're quite happy with it staying, but you don't allow it to go out in a free form and in an energetic circle, then it's not going to keep on coming in, because it's not going to bring it in if it can't move it back out again. So what I want to sort of impress with you is to start thinking of everything in an energetic context. So for example, this can be applied with relationships. Can you attract a relationship in? What happens when you're in that relationship? What happens when that relationship is time to go on and move or change? Probably more importantly, what do you do normally? What's your patterning when the relationship needs to change? Do you fear that you've done something wrong, or do you just allow it to circle back around again? Do you allow it to change in its natural form, or do you hold on to it? So that's the sort of thing to share with you, is to say that whenever you're looking to bring something into your life, to change something that's currently in your life, consider it like a flow of energy. And at each of those points, whereabouts are you blocking it? Are you blocking it coming in? Are you blocking it when it's here? Or are you blocking it when it needs to naturally change or even leave? So when I did this as an example with money being a personality, if you think about money being your best friend, how are you treating it? So if for example, if it was your best friend, do you invite it in on a regular basis? Are you friendly and helpful to allow money to come in? When your friend is with you, how do you treat it? Do you so for example, again, sort of looking back at what I used to do, when I used to have money, I used to hold on to it so tightly, then I used to let it go, and it was just like nobody knew where it was. It was either here or it was gone quicker than anything. And then when money left, I was begrudgingly letting it leave. So again, think of it like a relationship. How are you treating it at each point in that circle, in that energetic circle? And start looking at that and start seeing, do you have any blocks? Do you have any sort of areas where you're stopping the flow, the natural flow of that energy? So that's what I would offer to you. If things aren't staying in your life how you want them to, have a look at the circle of the free flow of that energy, the coming in, the staying, and it moving or changing in a natural course. Now, the other thing to recognise also is the fact that we all again say about the law of attraction, and my vibration's got to be a match to that which I want to attract. Absolutely. There's just another little point on this as well, something else just to consider. If you're doing all of this and you've worked out that there's the free flow and everything's working perfectly, consider what it is that you're learning as a result of it not doing what you want it to do. So for example, again, if you've got a situation where, let me just think, so money situation again, you've got the money, you're checking that everything's coming in, checking that everything's fine when you've got it, you're checking that everything's fine to let it go and evolve. But what if that's still not happening for you? Take yourself one step higher, take yourself to your higher self, and then start to recognise, okay, by this not working out how I've planned it to be or how I want it to be, take a helicopter view and go, what am I learning? What am I getting from this situation? Or what haven't I quite grasped yet? What is it that I still need to learn? And in this situation, in this scenario, keep on playing itself out. What am I learning from this? So, if you consider that you have a higher self and you have your reality self. So if your higher self wants to experience what it's like to be in lack, well, then it's going to ask your reality self to create scenarios so that you experience lack. And it's only when you have fully embodied and accepted that experience of lack that your higher self will go, okay, got that now. we can let that go. And you can go back to your abundant self. And this is again something that I had to really get my head around and learn and experience. And that was when I kept on doing the same things and things just weren't changing, I had to go higher. And it's like I had to try and understand, okay, what is it that I'm actually learning from this whole experience? And then when you can recognize it as being an experience and something that you're gaining, a lesson that you're learning, then the job's done. The experience has been learned. So then your higher self can go, okay, I've got that ticked. Thanks very much. We'll move on to something else. So that's what I would offer for you today. When you're thinking about bringing things into your life, start thinking about it as an energetic flow. And also, if it's still not changing in the way that you anticipate it changing, remember, there's always a divine plan anyway, but start looking a little bit higher and going, okay, well, how is this actually helping my higher self have an evolutionary experience? How is it actually helping my consciousness expand? And when you can take yourself to that level, then you start seeing things as experiences, not as things that just aren't working. So I hope that's been of help to you. Please pop some comments in the comments box. It's always lovely to hear if there's anything about this talk that I've just shared with you, if there's anything that's really resonated with you, or things that you may not understand or may want clarity on, or things you might disagree with, because I love it when people have dialogue with me, because at the end of the day I'm here to learn as well, and it's always great to hear what other people's perspectives on this is. So pop your things in the comments box. It'd be really great to hear from you, and have an amazing Thursday wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you soon. Take care.